Welcome to My Chamber TV, where we give you an opportunity to actually promote your business. That's right. We give you a chance to come in and talk about the events around town, ribbon cutting ceremonies, and to promote your members. I'm your host of My Chamber TV. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, and it's great to be with you here today. You know, we bring you such an innovative idea for getting your message out and about in your community. That's what makes this a very unique little niche idea. And it's so exciting to get back out there in the community myself and interview people, do some little handshake videos with those that would like to promote their business right here on My Chamber TV. Our show is a weekly show, but what's different about this show is it's more fun than any show out there. And if you want to find out, all you have to do is contact us, or we can contact you and see if you'd like to come in and let me interview you. Let me interview your staff, different members that play different, very specific roles at your chamber. And you know what else is really great? We want to share with you the world. That's right. We have a lot of viewers in social media, which is all the big deal these days. And we want to give you that exposure. We want to have fun here at My Chamber TV. It's a little bit different, a little bit edgy, a little bit of everything that you never expected in your community. So come and join us. But one thing that I think we ought to do today is, don't you just love it when you can go behind the scenes? What you're going to see here is you can always expect the unexpected. I want to see if John's somewhere around here. I think he's going to be popping up, and we're going to take a little, oh, there he is. Hey, John.
What's up, everybody?
I love this. This is great. It gives you a chance to see my producer behind the scenes of My Chamber TV. So how cool is that? Now, this is very live, very unrehearsed, so you never know what's going to happen, especially when you work with John. Right, John?
Yep, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. What's going on back there anyway? Are you going to give me a chance to talk about what's happening around town and what we actually do here at My Chamber TV?
Yeah. The whole premises behind having My Chamber TV is so we can get all the events and all the cool stuff, and actually the business stuff and the government stuff that's behind the scenes of the chambers. We're doing this whole show to get their word out faster and actually help them potentially build a stronger membership base. Because a lot of times, you know, people, well, you know, I know they know about the chamber, but they don't really know about the chamber, what the chamber does, how it helps them out, how it keeps them informed, how it educates them, and actually tells them what's going on, and kind of cool. And, you know, it's a really good way for them to get their members informed as well. So that's what it's all about.
It really is such a great innovative idea, and when John called me up just when I thought I was going to be retiring, playing with my grandson and everything, he says, Barbara, I have something for you that you would be perfect for, and we can have a lot of fun with this. And of course, I'm kind of a people person a little bit, and I just love working with businesses and giving them exposure, interviewing them, and talking to them about, you know, what makes their business sizzle in the community, and especially family-owned business out there. You know, a lot of times they're having a little trouble struggling, and so it's always nice to give that extra added exposure and really jump in with both feet and just have a lot of fun. So it's great to be able to do that. So of course, I've known John for a number of years, and I thought, well, let's go and see what this My Chamber TV is all about. So here we are. This is the crew, and we're just having a lot of fun with you, and we hope that you'll give us an opportunity to give your chamber that massive exposure, which you deserve. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. So.
You know, and that's a really big deal, because a lot of people don't realize how much the chamber does. You know, everybody knows who the chamber is, and they know that they're out there. Sure. But no one really gets. And I'm an old chamber guy, so I've been in it for a while, and it's amazing the amount of work that they do in the community. Well,
absolutely. And you know, when you're moving into a new town, a new state, everything is brand new to you. You want to know where to go. I mean, even just where to order a pizza, for heaven's sakes, or where to check out the school systems, or find out special events that's going on around town. Down here in Florida, we have plenty of different events, but not always do they get the exposure that they need in order to have successful results.
Well, do you remember the welcome wagon?
I remember the welcome wagon. That goes back a long time ago.
Someone told me the other day that they still exist. I don't know. I have not seen them. I don't know. But when we moved into Tarpon Springs where we live, and we've lived here for almost 18 years, the first place we went was the Chamber of Commerce.
See that? And that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, with My Chamber TV, we're kind of like the welcome wagon in a sense, really.
Yeah.
Because we're giving people an opportunity to come in, sit down with us, and really expose what they do in their chamber. And something else is really nice is you can take the different things that you do with your chamber and what makes it different than all the rest, and really fine tune what makes it extra special and why people want to become members of your chamber.
Yeah, and we're not gonna push any one chamber because we're in Tarpon and Tarpon has their own. Now I belong to the bigger one, Clearwater, because they're only a couple towns over. But there's Dunedin, there's Palm Harbor, there's Trinity, there's the Upper Chamber, which is actually used to be Oldsmar. There's the West Pasco, and now I think there's a Trinity Chamber.
Brand new.
Yeah, I mean it's just they're popping up, and what a great way to get their message out to everybody, because we at Tampa Bay Multimedia, which is actually the mothership of all the shows that we do, we carry 250,000 people over social media. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all the chamber's information out there to our family. And in exchange, they're going to put it out to their members. Yeah. So we have people that may have thought about being a member, but went, what do they get? What do we get? And that's everything. Everybody, every time when I was in the chamber, they would always say, "What will the chamber do for me?" Well, do you have 2 days? I'll sit down and with you, because there's literally 2 days worth of stuff from 8 to 5. I can sit down and tell you what the chamber does for you, and actually, it's a really good thing. And you don't even have to be a business. Some chambers have a residential membership.
Sure.
So, and it's like, I know Tarpon's coming up, but there's a big arts festival, and I know the Clearwater Chamber, Regional Chamber, and the Beach Chamber. I think the Beach Chamber is going to do this. So, is the Sugar Sand Festival starts in April. That is phenomenal.
Absolutely. And the thing is to be able to tune in to My Chamber TV and see some of the focused special events that are going on. It sure beats going through the newspaper and flipping through. And the thing is if you want to know what's going on a particular weekend, and you tune in, and we will focus in on some of those different events. And it may be one that you're hosting yourself. So it's great. God bless you.
Thank you.
See?
Yeah, it's got a little cold going on.
Uh-oh.
But, it's just, I had this idea years ago, and someone else kind of took it and run with it, didn't do a good job. And so this year I'm like, you know what? I'm getting it back going up and running. And I've been dealing with Clearwater, the Greater Clearwater Chamber of Commerce. And they are absolutely one of the phenomenal chambers around. And they're a big one, so they carry a lot of weight, which is kind of nice.
Sure.
But let me show you something real quick. I'm gonna take us to a shot right here. This is the Sugar Sand Festival. Now, last year, the chambers down on the beach got onto this, and this was really cool. First year, and they had artists from all over the country, but the team is local that did it. And this is just some of the cool sculptures. I don't know if you can see that.
Wow.
But these
That's amazing.
guys, absolutely phenomenal.
See, and that's what we have to look forward to with bringing the exposure to the different events. And of course, living down here in Florida, we do have some beautiful events. I am so excited to be able to go out and really mingle amongst the community and bring the latest and greatest news back to you, and then give you that opportunity to check it out for yourself. And you can really plan some wonderful weekend ventures, and certainly coming in and just sharing them with us. You know, there's nothing like interviewing somebody live with their business and really bring that passion out so that you can see why it's special. I just think this is a phenomenal idea. I am so glad that you pulled me back out of retirement again, John. I have to say that.
I don't know if you're in retirement. You were just kind of chilling out.
Maybe that's what I was doing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's exciting to be here, and I know we have some other chambers we're going to put up for you, so you can just get sort of a feel. And certainly tune in with us. We're going to be here every Wednesday at noon, which will be a lot of fun. And you never know what type of people we may have coming into the studio, who they are, big names and the like, and I'm so excited about it. I truly am.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to have each one of the chambers going to send us a representative. Like for the Clearwater Chamber, it'll be Brooke.
Oh, I can't wait to meet Brooke.
And she's a mover and a groover, I'm telling you right now. But the whole point is for them to come on and tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
Let us, and as well as keep us educated with the government side of it. They know all the changes that are trying to be pushed, and they'll let us in. And the good thing about them is they're biased, so they'll tell you the pros and cons of both sides, which is really kind of cool. That
is really a good point you're bringing up.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't come in and go, well, you should vote for this person or vote for this person or vote for this person. Sure. They'll give you the good and the bad and their record, as well as, hey, this referendum's coming in, and we need to kind of pay attention to it, because a lot of times we all get lost with the gobbledygook.
Oh, I know. I know how to sort it out, right? It can be mind-boggling, really.
It really is, and sometimes if you don't really get in and read some of the stuff that you're voting on, you don't understand it, and they will clarify it. They'll even have their what's that they've been doing here, the town hall meetings.
Oh yes,
been doing those forever. But they'll have those to explain what bills or referendums or votes are and what they really mean, so that way you're a little more educated when you vote. And then on top of that, the chambers are a great source of information.
Oh, they really are. They absolutely are. I'm so glad that we have this opportunity. While we're talking about the different, not only events, but the different capabilities that we have here with Tampa Bay Multimedia, and John, of course, is we have the ability to do video streaming. So we're going to have to talk about that at some point as well.
Well, let's go ahead and touch on that.
Okay. I love that.
Say you're a chamber and you got a big event coming. It's a couple-day event, and you kind of really want people to see what's going on. And so what we will do, we will come and we will set up our production truck and stream live from the event. We're there the whole weekend, typically 1 or 2 a day event. We'll have you, Barbara, my wife, Delynn, who is Easy Mortgage Answers Moving Forward TV. We'll have her there as well. So that way, we could interview artists, people, everything about what's going on. And I know a lot of people say, well, if they can watch it from at home, why would they show up? Well, if you make it exciting enough for them, they're going to show up.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, what's really great about you, John, is that you're so very multifaceted. And I wish I had known about your video streaming capabilities back last June when my son was married, because there were people around the country that weren't able to come to the wedding. So it would have been wonderful for us to have engaged in that opportunity.
Oh, yeah, we could send our little sister company out, Watch My Wedding Live.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So cool.
That's another one that we do. But for the chambers and all their affiliates, that just gives the people that can't make it a chance to see what's going on.
Sure.
I tell you, you can sit there and have people tell you how great it was, but if you could go and look at a video and go, that was very cool. Those people are going to be more apt to come to your next events, or say that they're home and they're kind of looking for things to do.
Sure.
And they're not sure if they want to drive all the way out to an event that they may not be comfortable going to. But if it's streaming live and then people see how cool it is, well, next thing you know, it's going to be like, oh, I've got to go to do that. So they call up, hey, we're going to go. They pack the family up in the car and go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is such a very valid point. And the other thing is, too, a lot of times that, the weather down here in Florida is absolutely crazy. And sometimes, just at the flip of a switch, all of a sudden you're getting warnings of this and warnings. And there's meetings that you really need to get to. And then there's traffic jams and all that. Imagine having that video streaming live where you can stay at home and still pick up on it. I mean, it's just, we have so many different capabilities today. The technology is really a lot of fun. It's entertaining. I'm still learning so much about the latest and the greatest out there. So it's fun. I'm looking forward to this whole venture with My Chamber TV as your host, and John, our producer.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a long time coming. Yeah, it's just going to be able to get where all these chambers have another avenue to get their information out.
Yes.
Which is, that's a big deal. I mean,
absolutely.
It's like, let's take a look. Like, if you go to this is the Clearwater Chamber site. You can go on there and they have everything. They have everything that they can do in this area, which is killer. Then you have the Upper Tampa Bay, which I believe used to be Elsmar. But now it's they call it the Upper, and they're just loaded with stuff to do. Communities, it's all there.
It's
Business
all there.
Tools, economic development. This is that right there in itself is just worth being a chamber member, because you have all this stuff going on.
Oh, no doubt.
Then we have the beach, the Clearwater Beach Chamber, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I think the big thing coming up for them is going to be the Pier 60 Sugar Sand Festival, which I showed you a picture of. We were there last year, and we worked the whole event for 2 weeks, and what a phenomenal. And then, of course, we got Tampa. See, they're big on what agendas are going on.
Sure, absolutely. Well, it's just such great exposure. I mean, you can save so much time by tuning in to My Chamber TV and really seeing what's going on in a live situation, and then being a member yourself with My Chamber TV. I mean, the benefits are definitely going to be there for you. And of course, you'll have John and I interacting with you. We have so many wonderful things planned, and it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're even going to have the chambers send us. I know it's easy for you and I to sit here and say, well, you need to be a member of a chamber. It's really good to be a member of a chamber.
Sure.
And what I want to do, and the chambers that we've talked to, they're going to send in their members. And they're going to tell you how it's benefited them, on what it's done from business-wise.
Sure.
How it's helped them out. We're going to bring in new chambers members and old chamber members, because that's a big deal. Because the older guys will sit there and tell you that it's a very big part of their marketing is being involved with the chamber. So
absolutely. And when you have older members that have been with the chamber for any length of time, obviously they've stayed there for a reason, and that reason is success.
Absolutely.
And they just pass that on down to the newer members, and yet the newer members bringing in newer ideas.
Right.
And that, to me, is how to grow your business, is new ideas, but not forgetting what worked in the past, too, and just kind of meshing them together.
Right.
So that's just really a great way to do things. And, of course, at My Chamber TV, you'll see, and you may even have some great ideas for us. We aren't quite ready to reveal all of our secrets here at My Chamber TV. And believe me, I'd love to talk about them. It's hard to kind of keep me buttoned up. And so eventually we will be sharing a lot more. You'll be surprised at what you're going to see at My Chamber TV.
Absolutely. We're going to keep you well informed. and well entertained. We're going to do this every Wednesday at 12, so that way the people in their lunch hour can still watch. We are able to we stream over all platforms: PC, Apple, Droid, Mac, iPhones, iPads. We're not picking on anybody, so we're pretty up there. We're technology wise, so everybody can watch. We're going to try to keep the show down to 30 minutes. Sometimes we may go longer, we may go shorter. It all really depends.
Depending on what we have to say.
Right, exactly.
How long we want to say it.
Yep. A lot of times we will be from studio, but there will be those days that we're going to stream from the chambers because we do have that capability of streaming from anywhere, as long as we can get a minimal signal on our cell hotspot. But we don't want anybody to think we can't stream from where you're at. So.
It's perfect. It really is. It's a perfect scenario for businesses, for chambers out there. And I'll tell you, when John called me and told me what he was doing, I'm going, that sounds really, really interesting. And you know, today, business owners, chambers, all of us, we're looking for continuous ways to reinvent ourselves, different ways to be creative. And I'll tell you, it's amazing how we can come up with some really wonderful, phenomenal ideas to promote our businesses, to really support other businesses, and this is really one way to do it. And again, I am excited. And if you're just kind of tuning in for the first time, you're right here at My Chamber TV. John and I are actually hosting. Just to let you know what's going on, I'm Barbara Marville. I will be hosting the shows, and of course, John and I are co-hosting today, which I really like this. I love going behind the scenes and letting you be, you're really more engaged this way. You're actually part of the show. And of course, we will also be doing some chats. Aren't we going to be doing that down the road too, John?
We have the capability of Skyping people in. So if we can't get them in the studio, not a problem. We can get them in through Skype. It makes it easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It keeps everybody engaged. Because I know these chamber people, man, they run 150 miles an hour all the time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You know, they don't, at 5 o'clock, it doesn't stop for them. I mean, they're going till 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's just the way it is. You know, it's you got to keep people happy.
And that's what we're going to do. That is really what our goal is to just, make some changes out there in the world and just be different, be innovative. I mean, that's what works. And especially with what the plans are in John's pocket. Some of the things I don't even think he's really, really shared with me because we're so busy ourselves in getting things together. And I may even personally have some surprises for you down the road, but I'll save that for another time.
Yeah, all these chambers better start expecting Barbara to start calling, going, okay, it's time to get you on. You got to show up. So.
I know. Well, a lot of you out there probably have shopped with me in the past, and I'm glad to meet you eventually again. And it's just really fun to be back.
Yeah, Barbara, tell them if the people don't really know, they go, I've seen her before, I don't know where. Where did you used to work?
I used to work at the Home Shopping Network.
Yeah.
Yes, and
That's
I retired about 8 years ago. Like I said, well, I thought I was going to retire, but somehow I get a call every now and again and see, getting back in front of that camera and see if I can't, offer a service out there. And so this is a little bit different, but the concept is really the same as working with people.
It is.
Before it was mainly with products, now it's with service. But you just never know what may be coming down the pike here.
Nope.
I'm buttoning up.
Yeah. And we also want to extend this to charities.
Yes.
Because even though we call it mychambertv.com, I still want the charities to be able to come on and let them get their information out there as well. I know we're going to have Suzanne Painter come on, and she does the Palm Harbor Car Show.
Very good.
So she'll be on, and we probably we may be streaming from there. That will be that's another show we do. We call it Beyond Our Backyard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that will be streaming from there live. We were going to do it last year, but I broke my leg. I actually broke my ankle.
Oh jeez.
So at longboarding of all things at the Sugar Sand Festival. So yeah, it wasn't good. So yeah, we want everybody that's got a message, and the great thing about it is it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
That's the whole premise behind this is we want to make this accessible for everybody.
And that's what I love about that. It's giving back into our community. John and I both live in Tarpon Springs, and we love our particular area that we live in. But the area surrounding us is also beautiful, and the people here are great as well. So we want you part of this.
Absolutely. Don't feel you can't call us or email us. You can actually get us through mychambertv.com. And let me make sure on there.
Yeah, and we're on Facebook too, just so you know.
Oh yeah, you know what? I tell you what. You know what we can do is I'm gonna turn the audio off real quick on it. But there's our little thing for good old Facebook.
Oh yeah.
We were gonna do Twitter, but I'm not so sure right now. I think Facebook is kind of where to be. And so everybody can go to facebook.com/mychambertv and get a hold of us. You can get us through there. You can go to the website at mychambertv.com. And if your chamber is not with us, talk to them. Tell them you need to be a part of us.
Definitely.
And again, there's no cost.
Well, that there's a lot to be said for that. And no cost, really? Well, no, that's true.
Yep. Yeah, we're not. There's no hidden. Oh, by the way, it's $1,000 or $500. Nope.
No hidden agenda. Is that what you're trying to say, John?
No hidden agendas. We really want to make people aware of what all the chambers do, and it's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's
a very big deal.
So that's the goal.
It is the goal, and you're part of it. So we hope that you will join us. And do we have some more
chambers
that we're going to pop up there?
Right now, I think the biggest ones we hit were Clearwater. I know there's still Tampa. Tampa's got. I was just looking. Tampa is just slammed with events.
I know, this is really, really so fun. This is a show in itself to let you see what's happening around town. Check this out. All these different events, a military appreciation banquet, women of influence luncheon. We should be there. Maybe we could live stream. What do you think?
You got to talk to them.
Absolutely.
If that's something they're interested in, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So, military events.
They're loaded. And all the chambers the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know if I go over here to, wow. There's tons of stuff on there.
Oh, I know. And the thing is that unless you're aware, that's part of what we're doing is raising the awareness with an innovative idea with My Chamber TV. Look at this. You can go right there, check out all the events and everything.
This is Upper Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
So and we'll put links. That's what I'm saying. If your chamber's not on here or are not signed up with us yet, they need to. So that way and what we will do is we will just put a link right to their events page. And then once they're on there, they can go look and do what they want to on the sites. Makes it easier that way.
Sounds exciting, doesn't it? Because it is.
It is very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
I can't speak enough about the ones that I do. I'm involved with the Greater Clearwater Chamber of Commerce. I'm actually a trustee on there.
So John, with your experience and being chamber member for a number of years, can you imagine if you would have had something like this way back in the day?
Oh, this would have been awesome.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been easier. My goal is for every chamber to have their president come in and do monthly a presidential address to their members through us.
Absolutely.
Because those guys have a lot to say, and they work their rear ends off for their chambers.
Well, this is a great way to give back too, and like I say, I'm very excited about it. I know you will be even more excited about it if you have to be one of our interviewees and come in and talk about your chamber, talk about the different events, and we're giving you a free opportunity to go ahead and just present what's going on in your community. You have a ribbon cutting ceremony. We can even do live streaming at something like
absolutely.
that. Oh, there's
absolutely.
just so much that we can do. In fact, we are just really scratching the surface with this.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we want you to mark your calendar.
Exactly. Like Clearwater Beach, they have not only do they have the Sugar Sand Festival, but May 12th through the 18th, and the closer these things get, the more we'll talk about them.
Oh yeah.
They have Restaurant Week. That is a good time to be there.
Does that mean I get to go to all the restaurants and do some food tasting and
We're
things
gonna have
like
to talk
that?
to them. Absolutely. Yep.
Free food.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know about free.
I'm teasing.
I'd like it to be free, but again, I don't want them to go, "Oh, there was a hidden charge."
Exactly.
No, that's
Exactly.
not the way we work.
How fun.
And you go to these people's websites, these chambers' websites, and you can see the benefits of being because they're all over the place. Like, let me see, benefits of membership for Clearwater Chamber, promotion and advertising, support and growth, referrals and prospects, recognition, business advocate. Their business advocates are really good there, by the way. Phenomenal person. So, and you can get on their email blast. It's really, what they do is really, really good. And then they do have this, they have a couple of networking opportunities like the Breakfast and Leads. This is Clearwater Chamber. They have Countryside Lunch, Voice of Business Lunch, New Member Orientation, which is really always good. Mix and Mingles, Hispanic Mix and Mingles.
Very nice.
Trusty Lunch, and then Food for Thought luncheons, which is really good, which actually I'm missing today because I'm here. But they're okay with it. They understand. That's what I do for a living.
But one of these days you may find us at one of these events doing the video streaming. You never know.
Yeah, we have the capability to actually stream from our mobiles, phones, and our iPads. We're kind of limited on what we can do there, but we can always bring a little snippet pops.
Sure.
So that way,
Sure.
We can actually give you what's going on at that very time, especially if it's something like newsworthy and breaking. So always check back to mychambertv.com to find out what's going on, and there will be. I just started the other day to revamp the front of the website, so it'll let you know when there's a live video feed getting ready to happen.
Great. I can't wait
Absolutely.
to announce breaking news.
Yes, absolutely. So with that being said, we've already taken up 33 minutes of these people's time, so I think it's time for us to say goodbye.
Alrighty.
And we will see them next Wednesday. What do you think, Miss Barber?
I think that is a great idea. So I think what John's trying to say is this is a wrap. So stick around next Wednesday. Mark your calendar at noon. We will be here live and unrehearsed, and maybe we'll have some sizzling surprises for you. My Chamber TV, and I am your host, Barbara Marvel, with John Gaston as our producer extraordinaire. See you next time.
Bye.